Welcome to Chump Change, everybody, the post show where we talk about the truth hidden behind the lies. And I'm once again joined by the cast of Chilled, Z, Platty, and Cheesy. Welcome back, guys. Chilled, you eked out the win, so well done in the episode.
Why I oughta.
That first round, knowing the way those stories were going, and then just hearing Cheesy have to lie about something I already knew about, and hearing Platty have to lie about something I already knew about. Oh, it's just
happened to the both of them. It happens to both of them.
Yeah.
Come on, I almost got you with the spawn though.
Yeah, he almost. I was like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, spawn. But if Cheesy was at a swingers party and you were both at a swingers party, I'm just like, what's going on with my friends? Everyone's
winding up these parties.
Hey, new update.
Yeah.
Went to a swingers party.
Right. And this just happened.
Items too.
I'm sure Platty's going to go over that story, but the way you told it, Cheesy, is very similar to, I think, what kind of happened.
Yeah,
He did a good job lying. He really did.
Yeah.
I was definitely like, if you didn't really, even the way that Jeremy worded the question, because like it was really vague. A swingers party, you know what I mean? So like, I then again, I feel like Cheesy would definitely tell us, and he's if he ever has been, and also Jeremy, announce to you, for whatever reason, Cheesy has said to us just casually while we're playing video games a lot, right? A lot. He said, actually, you know what, Cheesy, you say it. What did you know what I'm going to say? What do you say?
My mom dug through my poop to get a marble out that I ate.
No, the swingers party.
The swingers party? Oh, what about the swingers party?
You have a fascination in something that you want to do.
Yeah, I wouldn't leave if I was at a swingers. But that was the one. That was the worst lie in my story is that I left.
He's told us numerous times that he wants to watch. Numerous times he's told us.
I don't want to participate. I don't want to participate. I just want to observe from an environmentalist's perspective.
Would I ever want to participate in something like this one day?
Yeah. So from streaming with the man and from this now, there's two things I know about Cheesy. If he was at a swingers party, he wouldn't leave. He'd want to observe. And if he had the scientific ability, he'd replace the salt in the ocean with sugar. That's the other thing he's always talking about.
Oh my god!
Well, and I love also in the item game, his downfall was just facts. It wasn't even the item, and he was like, "I have a 6x9."
6x9.
What? I don't know what a six. I don't know.
It's like that big.
Listen, I skidded by geometry. All right, I didn't do well.
Geometry.
C's got me through it.
He's too busy in the video game club.
6x9.
Yeah. He said Z's got you through.
Oh god.
So going back to the pushing the envelope game. So Z, you ended up telling the truth in this one, and it sounds like it might have been something that Chilled has heard before that you talk about. So you were coming from
I
Europe.
think I've told it many times.
You were going. You had to go through customs. With how bad was the rip? Like, was it really bad?
So like, it was really bad. It's like even the whole seam where your crotch is, like from your dick to the start of your butt or your butthole. That whole part of the pants, that whole seam is just ripped. And I told it for the sake of simplicity. I actually had two flights that day. I had one flight from Stockholm, Sweden to Copenhagen, Denmark. And it actually happened on the first flight. Like at the very beginning, as soon as I was sitting down, my whole pants were just ripped, and I just had to sit there for an hour and then get off that flight, walk through Copenhagen airport with a big bag of like chocolate that I got from Sweden, and I was just using that to cover my crotch. So I'm just kind of like shifting through the airport, just kind of like this, with a bag of chocolates. And I got to walk up to the customs guy in Denmark, and hopefully I don't look suspicious. And then I get on my flight, my 10-hour flight with my ripped pants, and that's where I meet the hot German girl, and I'm just all shifty-eyed, like hello. I grab a blanket, and I kind of just cover my pants. That's not where I go to the bathroom though, so it's like I have to get up, so I'm like trying to just like keep my crotch covered as I'm shifting by this girl because I had the window seat. And so you have to make that decision. It's like, okay, what am I giving her? Am I giving her the front or the back?
That must have looked so much worse than it really was.
Yeah.
I
I was gonna say, he definitely thought you were
It was a
fully
long
formed,
day.
my dude.
I was also hungover as well.
Probably.
I got drunk the night before.
Hungover.
Oh,
I was hungover the whole day.
Oh,
I had a karaoke party like maybe 4 hours
God.
before the travel day.
Was
I was
there ever a
wow.
point where did you ever like say fuck it and you were just like, you know what, like this is my fate and I'm gonna roll with it on your like
Fuck it,
second
you see
halfway
my
in your second
underwear?
flight? Yeah, were you ever like that, or were you just all in on no one can see this?
Dude, this was like 5 or 6 years ago where I was a little bit more awkward and I'm like, nope, I don't want anyone
Okay.
seeing my underwear.
I don't think that makes you awkward if you don't want
If it
people
was like,
to
if
see
it
your
happened
underwear.
today, I'd probably just like explain, be like, hey, look, to be honest, I ripped my pants. I'm sorry. Maybe I'll just be straight up. I'm trying to be weird here. I just had an accident. I don't have to change your clothes.
I'm upset. You're upset. Okay, we're on a 10-hour
See,
flight.
I get it. I'm just being. This is transparency. I have ripped pants.
Oh my god!
Just saying
That
shit.
might be new fashion though. Wearing your pants in 2 parts, like each leg has its own.
Oh
You
my
gotta put it on individually.
Sounds like some kind of.
Yeah,
Sounds kinky, cheesy.
yeah, it does.
well, hey, you know what? Speaking of kinky, Platy, you found yourself at a swingers party.
Yeah.
You had some extra detail when you sent the story in about where this happened, but I'll let you go
Yes.
into that. Where did this happen and how did it happen?
So this was I don't want to say the name of the person that brought me to the party because
That's fair.
I don't know, just you know what I mean.
Oh boy. Yep, Chilled
So
knows.
for those of you who can't see right now, Chilled in his background, he has World of Warcraft posters or whatever.
Paraphernalia?
And this
An addiction.
paraphernalia, and he's correct. This was at a BlizzCon, and this was my first year getting into streaming as well. I think I'd been streaming for 2 months. Went to BlizzCon, and I just became friends with this person in the industry of video games who also was known in the porn industry a little bit as well. Super nice.
All right.
Continue, please.
You held on to the Russian judge.
time. Amazing. Oh my god. So anyways, she's super cool, right? And I'm hanging out with her the entire BlizzCon because she's actually the only person that I like knew at the time in the industry, and she was just very welcoming and yada yada. Anyways, I'm hanging out with her and 2 other guys, and she just checks her phone and she's like, "Oh, a Blizzard developer is having a party right now. He just invited me. You guys want to go?" And we're like, "Sure." And so we go over, and it's at BlizzCon, so obviously they have it in Anaheim, and they were having a party at the the Grand California Hotel, like the big one. It looks like a log cabin, and it's nuts. And they got whatever the highest suite that you could possibly get at a stupidly expensive Disney hotel. That's what they got. And so walking into I don't think like it was still such a unique hotel room to this day. I mean, yeah. So anyways, we get in, lavish, super crazy. And there's not that many people there. There's about 10 to 12 people. And it was nice. They had like a bunch of food, and I was like, okay, cool. This is chill. And but when we walked in, there was just this air of like we didn't really feel that welcome. And I was like, okay, whatever. There was like a pool table that came with the rental, the suite, whatever. And we went upstairs and started playing pool. So this thing is so big. There's multiple rooms, and I swear to God, I remember this so vividly. Where I'm playing pool, and I see a man and a woman go into one of the rooms next to us, and they close the door, and I was like, "Oh shoot, dude!" And by the way, the age of the average age of this party is, I would say, 48. So it's definitely, we were definitely,
Nice.
I was really young then. I think I was like 23 when I first started streaming. So I'm a baby.
Right.
And so, okay, so you
Fresh
go in the
meat,
room.
they call you. Yeah.
Fresh meat, dude.
Yeah.
And so they go in the room and we're playing pool. Then like 7 minutes later, they walk out and I'm like, okay.
Quick.
And so then like 5 minutes pass and the woman that I saw go into that room went into that room with a different man and they shut the fucking door. And I turn to my friend and I go, hey, I don't think this is a regular party. And they said, what? And I said, different people went into that room, dude. Those people are having something. And they had it with different people. And so I don't know what happened. It was like somebody threw flashbang while we were just upstairs doing pool. But like when we went back downstairs to just survey the area, they had changed their clothes and their clothes were now more scandalous. Like the women were wearing lingerie now and the men, some of them had their shirts off. And I was just, I think the blood had just drained from my entire body. And I immediately go to the girl that brought us and she says, look, I know, I'm so sorry. I didn't know. I think they just assumed that I'd be okay with it because of my profession and we gotta go. And we didn't even say bye. We just fucking left because it was the most awkward fucking thing ever, dude. And also the amount of like, it was so weird because it was also like no shame, like none, and not that they should have shame. I'm not saying that they should, but they just didn't give a fuck if we were there. Maybe they enjoyed it.
I think they enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I probably would have invited you at some point too.
On the pool table right in front of you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
What kind of finger foods do they have?
Yeah.
Then?
Oh.
They had really nice food.
You don't want finger food at those parties.
I see
This
what you
guy,
did there.
this guy with the jokes, with the finger jokes. Now, so that leaves cheesy, right?
No, I think we're good. I think we're good.
Yeah.
I think we're
No,
good.
we gotta dive in.
What?
Not to
What?
use a bad phrase.
We gotta
here,
dive
but-
into the poo.
What?
Yeah.
You gotta dive in.
Cheesy.
Walk us through the
okay,
food, Cheesy.
Here's the biggest question I think everyone has, and it's not even what toy was it. The biggest question I think on everyone's mind is, how old were you?
It's like
It's like last year.
7 years old.
Yeah,
7 years old. Around 7 years old. So too old,
Okay.
but like, you know.
Too old. Yeah, that's the answer.
Yeah.
What? Yeah. What was the toy, and then what led to this happening?
Well, it wasn't a dangerous toy. It went down real easy. I ate a metal marble.
Oh.
And it was part of this magnet set. I had a bunch of other marbles too. Like that, I ate the one, but there was a bucket full still. But I was so upset, and I was like, "This is my favorite marble." So, Mom, please, what do we do? And I was just crying and crying and crying and crying. And I'm like, dig through my poo, Mom. We gotta get it. We gotta get it out. It's my favorite marble. And so she does it, but it lasts like a week. It doesn't come out for a while.
What?
Like that wasn't a one day thing. We got on a
Cheesy,
schedule of like, oh, it's bathroom time. I'll collect the poo and give it to you, and you'll get the gloves and
to go
money.
through you.
Find it. It took a while.
Yeah.
It took a little bit.
It took a week
we
of
were
digging
all
through
really-
your feces.
Yeah, a week.
It wasn't because he wanted the marble back. It's because his mother cares and wanted to make sure it passed, right? Like we're all on that same page.
Yeah, I think so,
Oh, God.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. But for me, it was that I wanted the marble back, and I still played with the itch
that
guy
shouldn't
by
be
my
in there.
body.
That shouldn't be
Even
in
like
there.
it's through your whole
It didn't-
system and covered in poo. You look at it the
It
same
didn't-
way
by the
as you
way,
did before.
It didn't come. It didn't come out the same color of silver, but I still used it. It was fun.
By the
still
way, for the
use-
listeners,
Yeah.
there was a moment while this story was going on that Chilled's face was buried in his hands, and Jeremy, his face was off screen as his body bent over in pure just exhaustion. I think that was the only way that could describe that.
So you did get the
upsetting.
marble back. Did you,
I got it. I got the marble back. Well, I lost
Did you
it.
spoil
but
it or something?
Do you still have it?
No, It's gone. I don't know where it is. I
gone now?
lost it like a week after. Like it didn't become a normal part of my life. It was like a week of fun where I was like, oh, I have a different colored marble, you know? But
You have any idea what your
like,
mom
is
went through
this-
to get that back for you and you lose it after a week?
well, it's like you grow an attachment to it a little bit because it's a part of me now, you know? It went through my system.
Literally, yeah.
Yeah. I have an emotional bond with that marble, and then I lost it, and I don't know where it is now.
Do you see how hard it is to tell if he's lying or telling the truth? You hear this shit? It's
I
insane.
know.
Yeah.
It's absolutely
Like, that's
insane.
true what he said.
Yeah, it's absolutely insane.
Wait, why was it your favorite marble out of the whole entire collection? Why that marble?
Because I ate it. That's the only reason.
Come on.
Oh, okay.
It was
No
it
further
only
questions, Your
became
Honor.
my favorite marble after it was in me. Yeah.
Right. You learned loss at an early age.
Yeah.
If only he learned a few
All
more
right.
things. Jesus Christ.
Sorry, Jeremy. Sorry.
Oh, we've gone a little long on these, but I think there was a reason for that. Having heard everything we heard, I think it's time to say our final thank you to Chilled Z, Platty, Cheesy. Thanks guys for coming on, telling those stories, having some fun with us. We'll stream again soon. Before we get out of here, where your stream names? Just go over the stream names so people know where they can go watch you. Chilled.
Twitch.tv/chilledchaos, right on the bottom screen.
Z.
Twitch.tv/ZRoyalViking. Same spelling as my name.
Platty.
A platypus. My name sucks, dude.
Just type in a platypus on Google and you'll find him.
Yeah, you can find me. A platypus, but with one extra S. Not my fault. Go.
Cheesy.
Cheesy Blue Nips. Twitch.tv/cheesy blue nips.
There we go.
We have Nips and Puss here at the same time.
At the same time.
This is incredible.
And
me and Platty are team sexy. Yeah.
Then
All right.
Viking if you want this testosterone. I don't know.
There you go.
Jeremy, thanks, man.
Viking, yes.
Thank
All
you,
around a
Jeremy.
good time. Thank you guys so
Thank
much.
you.
That was a lot
Thank
of fun.
you.
Everyone watching, thanks for being first members, and we'll see you next week for more shenanigans. Goodbye, everybody.
All right.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.